Hey, welcome to Digging into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, it's day 34. So good to be with you. Today we start Acts chapter 12, and it may be good to just pause and think of like where we've been and what has happened so far. I think in the book of Acts there's kind of two main themes that we can pull out. One is the Holy Spirit coming with such power and it dwelling inside of believers' hearts, and the first church, the way being created, and the way being able to provide for people's needs and do great miracles. Like that is the power of the Holy Spirit is one theme. The second theme is like the tension and the persecution. It is all like bubbling over, between the believers and the Jewish tradition and people wanting to hang on to that so tightly. Now the Gentiles are getting pulled in, and that's only creating more and more tension between, these two parties. The circumcision party. So we're going to see that boil over here today. With that, let's go ahead and dig in. This is Acts chapter 12, starting in verse 1. About that time, Herod the king laid violent hands on some who belonged to the church. He killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And when he saw that it pleased the Jews, he proceeded to arrest Peter also. This was during the days of unleavened bread. And when he had seized him, he put him in prison, delivering him over to 4 squads of soldiers to guard him, intending after the Passover to bring him out to the people. So Peter was kept in prison, but earnest prayer for him was made to God by the church. Okay. The first few words of this section is about that time. Well, about what time? It may be good to pause again and just say, okay, well, how much time has elapsed so far since the beginning of Acts to now? So this section probably happened somewhere around 45 BC. And, the day of Pentecost, the day of perplexion, that happened probably around 30 BC. So, 12 to 15 years have probably elapsed from, chapter 1 to chapter 12. And so, there's been a lot of good stuff that has happened, theme 1, and then there's been a lot of tension and persecution that has happened, theme 2. And theme 2 is bubbling over. So Herod, gets his hands on James and kills him. Like he is delivering like vast persecution. I don't think he expected the reaction that he got, and he got like almost this like rock star level, like, praise. Like, wow, like we're now bigger fans of Herod than ever before. His popularity rating has gone up. And so he's like, well, man, I should go to like the head of them. I need to go after Peter. So he arrests Peter. And, it doesn't come out and say it, but, it's definitely implied that he is guarding Peter like fervently. He's got 4 squads of soldiers trying to make sure nothing can happen. He can't escape, that there's no funny business. Like, we're not going to let him like pull a Jesus on this. We're going to lock this thing down. And when the Passover is over, we're going to pull him out in front of the crowd, and we are going to crucify him. Maybe not necessarily a cross. I don't know what his plans are, but his plans are to end Peter's life. And, I got to tell you, I wanted to go, on to the next section here today, but it's so good. It's so powerful. We see the Holy Spirit once again come with such power. So I can't quite go there today, but I just need to pause and say, theme 2 is like real, right? Like I feel it, maybe not on the daily, but frequently. Sometimes that's internal, inside of me. Sometimes that's external, and it feels attacking. Certainly it's nothing to this level of being arrested or potentially killed or even killed. But man, these themes exist today, and I just have to recognize that is real, and I have to accept that, like, my joy could be stolen by the reality of theme 2 being present, but I just don't want to let it. I want to grab hold of theme 1 so hard and so heavy. And so I hope you're with me, and I hope that you want that as well for your life. So that's what I have for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you tomorrow as we continue on with the story of Peter. I'll see you then.